On May 8, 2025, white smoke rose from the Sistine Chapel, and the world turned its eyes to the Vatican, awaiting a new pope. When Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost was announced as Pope Leo XIV, the first American pope, jaws dropped. No one saw it coming. Not the media, not the odds makers. But what's truly astonishing are the uncanny coincidences between him and the late Pope Francis, as if God himself scripted a story beyond human imagination. In this video, we'll uncover 7 strange coincidences that reveal God's will at work. Let's start with the first coincidence. Both Leo XIV and Francis lived by vows of chastity, poverty, and obedience, not just as promises, but as their very way of life. Francis rejected Vatican luxury, choosing a modest apartment and washing the feet of prisoners. Leo XIV, an Augustinian friar, lived similarly in northern Peru, sharing simple meals with Quechua-speaking villagers. He once said, "I didn't come to preach, I came to listen." Both carried a fire for reform. Francis restructured Vatican finances, while Leo XIV, as prefect of the dicastery for bishops, made bold decisions in Peru. Could it be that God chose them to remind the Church it's a home for the suffering, not a fortress of power? The second coincidence involves Donald Trump, a twist no one expected. Francis famously called Trump's immigration policies disgraceful, standing with migrants. Leo XIV, as a bishop in Peru, also criticized U.S. immigration restrictions, saying they clashed with Catholic compassion. Oddly enough, Trump once posted a playful photo of himself dressed as a pope, and now an American truly sits on the papal throne, preaching unity. When Leo XIV declared, "We build bridges, not walls," it echoed Francis's voice. In a country where Catholicism is often overshadowed by Protestantism, God choosing an American pope feels like a call for unity. These coincidences, like pieces of a divine puzzle, urge us to look deeper into God's plan, where nothing happens by chance. Picture yourself in St. Peter's Square on the evening of May 8, 2025, as white smoke signals Pope Leo XIV's election. He steps onto the balcony, his gaze calm and thoughtful, as if carrying forward the spirit of the late Pope Francis. The coincidences between these two men feel like an invisible thread, making us wonder, what message is God sending through them? The third coincidence lies in their political stances. In 2020, Francis spoke out against racism after George Floyd's death, stressing that all are God's children. From Peru, Leo XIV wrote, "We must reject racism and seek justice." Both opposed abortion, aligning with some conservative values, but championed climate action, clashing with Trump's withdrawal from the Paris Agreement. This balance, upholding tradition while embracing modern challenges, suggests God chose leaders to heal a divided world. The fourth coincidence is their unexpected elections. In 2013, Francis, an obscure Argentine cardinal, was chosen after 5 ballots, stunning the world. In 2025, Leo XIV, with the lowest betting odds, was elected in just 4 rounds. Bowing to ask for the crowd's prayers, he mirrored Francis, as if God delights in picking the humble to work miracles. His simple gesture spoke volumes. "I'm not here to rule, I'm here to serve," chosen by God. The fifth coincidence is the sacred timing. Francis passed away during Easter week 2025, a season of resurrection and hope. In his first address, Leo XIV called for reconciliation, saying, "Peace be with you all," echoing Jesus after the resurrection. Wasn't this God's way of ensuring Francis's torch of hope would burn on? These coincidences, like notes in a divine symphony, draw us closer to the heart of faith, where every detail is part of God's intricate design. They remind us that in God's hands, no moment is random, and every choice serves a purpose greater than we can fathom. As Pope Leo XIV stood on St. Peter's balcony, his voice rang out, "Peace be with you all." In that moment, the world felt a sacred connection to the late Pope Francis. These 7 coincidences aren't just about 2 men. They're signs of God's will, revealed through details that leave us in awe. The 6th coincidence is their call for peace. Francis's week-long funeral highlighted his legacy as a peacemaker, urging dialogue not only among Christians, but also across religions. His consistent message was one of encounter, of building bridges over walls of division. Cardinal Giovanni Battista Re's homily praised Francis's mercy toward migrants and the poor, calling him a servant of reconciliation. Carrying that mission forward, Leo XIV declared, "We seek peace, justice, and unity." These were not empty words. In the days following his election, Leo reached out to Orthodox, Protestant, Jewish, and Muslim leaders, echoing Francis's commitment to interfaith dialogue. His tone, firm yet gentle, struck a chord with millions, as if Francis's flame still burned, lighting a path through a fractured world. In an age of polarization, both men remind us that peace is not passive. It is an act of courage, an invitation to heal wounds and listen deeply. The 7th coincidence lies in their demeanor and the meaning behind the papal name. Though Leo XIV's face may recall John Paul II's compassion, his heart unmistakably reflects Francis's humility. Francis washed the feet of the marginalized, Muslims, women, prisoners, breaking protocol to embody Christ's love. Likewise, in Peru, Leo XIV waded through floodwaters to bring food and comfort to remote villagers, not as a bishop above them, but as a brother among them. His name, Leo, is rich in symbolism. It honors Leo XIII, the architect of Rerum Novarum, a bold encyclical defending workers' rights and promoting social justice. But there is also another, subtler reference, Brother Leo, the humble companion of St. Francis of Assisi, a man known for his simplicity, devotion, and loyalty. Choosing the name Leo was not just historical, it was spiritual. It signaled a bridge between the old and the new, between strength and tenderness, doctrine and mercy. Like Francis, Leo XIV embraces the paradox at the heart of Christianity. Tradition and renewal must walk hand in hand. As the white smoke faded into the Vatican sky and the bells rang through Rome, we realized nothing is coincidence. These 7 connections, from their personal lives and political views to their peace advocacy and symbolic gestures, form a divine tapestry. Each thread seems guided not by luck, but by providence. Pope Leo XIV, carrying Francis's light, stands as a bridge for a world yearning for unity, compassion, and hope. Can he unite religions, nations, and hearts hardened by fear? That answer belongs to God, but the signs are here, written clearly for those with eyes of faith. So now, reflect. What do these coincidences mean to you? Could they be reminders that God is still speaking, still shaping history through the humble and the unexpected? Share this story. Pray for Leo XIV. And remember, in the light of faith, nothing is random. Every moment, even in silence, is part of God's greater story. One more astonishing than we could ever imagine.